Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 6th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday evening also as well. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Saturday and Sunday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, the watches, warning, and advisory map. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook, overview, and a few other products as well. And also, we're going to take a look at the CIPS Analog, as I do see severe weather chances continuing for the next 8 days. Okay. Let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. As you can see, we're starting off in the Northeast United States. I'm going to work my way around. Okay, we got quiet conditions over Maine and Montreal, Canada, and southern Canada. We got quiet conditions there, high pressure dominating all this region. We got rain showers extending from southern New Hampshire all the way back into Toronto, Canada, back through northeast Pennsylvania, back into New York, Boston, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. We got a huge real estate area of shower and thunderstorm activity. Extending from Pennsylvania through Toronto, Canada, back over toward Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, back into North Dakota, also back into southern Canada, Montana, back into Wyoming as well. Got a few thunderstorms over here, portions of Idaho as well, and also Washington State and portions of Oregon as well. The shower and thunderstorm activity extends through South Dakota, Nebraska, back just north of Denver, Colorado, back through Kansas, Oklahoma, Dallas, Texas, back to Houston, Texas, through South Carolina, North Carolina as well. We got a few thunderstorms down here around the Miami-Dade area counties in Florida, and also down toward the Keys as well. In the yellow slashed area, got some severe weather possible in that region. Got some over New Mexico, maybe some critical fire weather possible in that region. Also, we have some mixed precipitation over part of Colorado, back into northern Utah, back into Oregon, northern California, all the way back into Washington State. Also back over to Idaho, western Wyoming, back into western Montana and southern Canada as well for your Saturday. High pressure dominating pretty much California, Nevada, southern Utah, back over portion of Colorado, Kansas, western Texas, New Mexico, and northern Mexico, as well as high pressure dominating y'all's region. Alright, let's take a look at your Monday forecast. We got high pressure still dominating the northeastern United States, northern Wisconsin, Michigan, northeast Wisconsin as well. Also back down into New York and Boston, New Hampshire and Maine, getting high pressure dominating all this region. We still got a huge real estate area, shower and thunderstorm over much of the United States, extending from Philadelphia to Washington, D.C., to the Carolinas, Georgia, all the way back down to Louisiana and Texas, all the way back through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, back over toward Denver, Colorado, back into South Dakota. Also back over into portions of Montana, southern Canada as well. Back over here in Washington State, Oregon, and northern California as well. Also North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and portions of the Chicago area as well. Ohio and all of the surrounding areas as well, with some thunderstorm possible and rain showers too. Also in the yellow slashed area, we got some severe weather over portions of Missouri, southern Illinois, back into Indiana and northwest Kentucky. Also, we have mixed precipitation ongoing over here in portions of Seattle, Washington area, back over to Oregon, back into northern California, Nevada, over here in Utah, western Wyoming, also in Idaho and western Montana as well. High pressure still dominates the southwest United States, from portion of Wyoming down to Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and southern and central California and southern Nevada as well. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. As you can see, we got quiet conditions pretty much along the East Coast. Got a few little scattered showers over Georgia and the coastal waters of east of Georgia. Got some scattered showers over southern Florida. Also down here in the Bahamas. Also down in Cuba. Got that little shower and thunderstorm that brought brought a little bit of severe weather yesterday to Louisiana. Has moved off to the Atlantic waters. We have some shower and thunderstorm ongoing over here in Texas, down in Mexico as well, and also a little bit over here in Indiana and Illinois. Got some more rain shower and thunderstorm activity over ports of Michigan, back into southern Canada, Wisconsin, Minnesota, all the way back over towards north and South Dakota, and also back into Kansas. We got some severe weather going in Kansas and Texas as well. Also, we got some showers over southern Canada, rain and snow showers over Montana, back to Washington State and northern California, Nevada, and Utah, and a little bit in Colorado as well. Wyoming and Idaho also with some snow and rain shower mix. California into New Mexico and western Texas and northern Mexico as well. Over here in Guam, got a few showers and thunderstorms around your island there. Central and South Alaska, got some activity there, some snow and rain shower mixture. And around the Hawaiian chain island, got some shower and thunderstorm mainly along the south side of the island, and scattered on the north there as well. So pretty much in the south side of the island looks a-okay. Puerto Rico looks good as well. All right, let's take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory for your locations. Alrighty, got quiet conditions across the East Coast from Maine down into portions of Florida, back over to Louisiana. We got that severe thunderstorm watch ongoing over here in Texas and southern Oklahoma. Tornado watch up here in portions of Missouri and Iowa. Got some ongoing severe weather in Kansas as well. What I was just telling over here in portions of northern Kansas, down in southern Kansas, got a few tornado warnings there. Look like we got a tornado warning going on in Minnesota as well. We got some river flooding going on in portions of east South Dakota and also into North Dakota as well. Also got a little bit of a flood advisory with northern Minnesota. Got a flood advisory there as well in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Also, we got a wind advisory with portions of Montana. Also, we got some flood advisories and flood watches in effect for portions of Idaho there. Got some flood warnings over portions of Utah and Colorado. Also up here we got some hydro issues over Montana. A few flood warnings there. Flood advisory over Montana. Flood advisory with northern Idaho and also central Idaho as well. Also northern Washington State. Got some hydro issues over portions of Washington State and also into Oregon. Frost advisories over northwest California. Some winter weather advisories over central California north. Also got some flood advisory for some area rivers in Nevada. And also we got a huge real estate area of red flag warnings over eastern Colorado and the northern New Mexico as well. Alaska looks good. Got some gale warnings around the island chain of Hawaii. Alright, now let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products here. As you can see, we got quiet conditions along the East Coast. General thunderstorms over central and southern Florida. Also, we got general thunderstorms from Louisiana through Ohio and also Kentucky, Michigan, North and South Dakota, Minnesota as well, back into portions of Montana, Idaho, Oregon, California, Nevada, and also portions of Utah and Wyoming as well. Also, we got a marginal risk over portions of South Dakota, back over to southern Minnesota, Wisconsin, all the way back over into portions of Indiana, Illinois, also into portions of Missouri as well. Also, we have a slight risk of severe weather over portions of Iowa, Missouri, and also Illinois. We got a tornado watch in effect with some tornado warnings ongoing. Also, we got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect in the enhanced risk and the slight risk area over Texas and Oklahoma, and a marginal risk also outlining the area of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas regions. You can see that on the convective outlook here. You can see it a little. I got a marginal risk, slight risk, and enhanced risk for today. Got a marginal risk and the slight general thunderstorm pretty much elsewhere. All right, the watches. There's that tornado watch over southern Iowa, back into northern Missouri. Also southern portions of Oklahoma and down into Texas as well. Also, let's see over here in Missouri. This is a MDS. We say a watch is unlikely, but could not be surprised. They could upgrade it, maybe make a watch out of it possible. Storm report for today so far. Currently, as of this recording, we had 4 tornado reports. Wind reports, we had 20, no high wind report. Hail reports, we had 22, one was large. So that made a total of 46 total storm reports today. Generally over southeast Louisiana, over here in north central Texas, also over here in Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, and also South Dakota. The 4 tornado warnings that I can see is over here in portions of South Dakota, 2 over here in portions of, well, it must be 2 in, yeah, I think it's 2 in South Dakota, eastern South Dakota, and 2 down here in portions of Nebraska. The green dots are the hail report, so that's over Texas, portion of Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, and the blue is, like I said, southeast Louisiana. Over here in Texas is where the high wind reports was. All right, the fire weather for today. Excuse me. We had a elevated risk over here in southeastern New Mexico, Arizona, and New Mexico, in the southeast Colorado. We had a critical fire weather in the red, extending from south central Colorado back through New Mexico as well. And finally, we're about to go to take a look at the severe weather probability for the next 8 days by the CIPS Analog here. As you can see, we have a large real estate of severe weather. This is what's ongoing today. Over portions of 10, we got 10% from over here, portions of Utah, Wyoming, back over to portions of southern Minnesota, back through Illinois, Missouri, back down into Texas, 15% of Oklahoma. Also over here in portions where all that ongoing severe weather going on now, over here in Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, over here toward Missouri and Iowa as well. A little bit over here in Colorado, and also western Nebraska and Wyoming as well. And that 15% also over Oklahoma. All right, day 2, severe weather probability. As you can see, we have a 10% extended from Michigan back over to Ohio, all the way back into portions of Missouri, back into Texas. We have a little area right here over Arkansas. Also, we have more over here in portion of Wyoming and Nebraska, back into Colorado. We have a 15% over Texas and Oklahoma, over here in Wyoming and also Colorado and north and southwestern Nebraska. Also, or western Nebraska, that is. Also over here in northeastern Kansas, southeast Nebraska, over here in Iowa, back into Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, and Ohio for severe weather probability. So this is where the severe weather could kick up at any time and produce some damaging winds, tornadoes, and large hail. All right, we have another day. This is day 3. This here shows a huge real estate of severe weather again, extending from portions of Colorado all the way now to Ohio, over here to West Virginia, North Carolina, portions of upstate Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas. We have a large area of 10% over Texas, all the way back into portions of Kansas and Nebraska, all the way back into Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, all the way back into northern Louisiana for a 15% risk for severe weather. All right, let's take a look at day 4. As you can see, we have a big area over here in the southeast, extending from portions of Mississippi through Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, back into North Carolina, Virginia, a portion of West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, eastern Tennessee. We have a 15% pretty much over all of South Carolina, northern central Georgia, northeast Alabama, a little bit over here in portions western Alabama, also into southern Virginia, eastern Tennessee, and southeastern Kentucky, with a 15% chance for severe weather. Also over here in portions of Texas, back through Colorado again, back into Wyoming, back over here to Nebraska and Kansas, and also back into Oklahoma as well, with that 10 and 15% chance. We even have a 30% chance over portions of Colorado and also portions of southern Wyoming on day 4. All right, day 5. Here we go again. We've got 10% over South Carolina on day 5. Also, we have more severe weather, 10 and 15% extending from Wyoming back through Nebraska, Kansas, Nebraska, and also back down to Oklahoma and Texas. with a 15 to 10% chance for severe weather in that region for day 5. All right, day number 6. We have another area of severe weather, 10 to 15%, extending from South Dakota, portions of Minnesota, portions of Iowa, back down into Missouri, Arkansas, back into Texas, all the way back into Colorado again, southeastern portions of Wyoming. Like I said, it's got South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. You're all in more chances for severe weather as we head through much of the long range forecast. All right, let's move on to day number 7. Here we go again. More severe weather located over the central portion of the United States, from Texas all the way back to portion of Wisconsin, Illinois, back to Kentucky, through Kansas, through Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. 15 to 10% chance for severe weather for day number 7. And let's go for day number 8. Alright, as you can see, there's more severe weather again. 10% and a little dab of 15% over North Carolina. We got 10% over a portion of Mississippi. Got 10% over portions of over here in Tennessee, back into southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, southern Michigan, back into western PA, also Virginia, North Carolina, portions of upstate South Carolina for severe weather. Like I said, a little pocket of 15% over here in upstate North Carolina. Also over here in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Kansas. 10 to 15% chance for more severe weather on day number 8. That would be around the 13th to 14th time frame. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll catch you back in the next one.